Hallo, wie heißt du? Was machen du heute? Ah, das ist gut, sehr gut. Hey, how do you like my German? Not bad, yeah? What's up, everyone? It's your boy, Matt Diazable, coming at you with a new music review. Thank you for coming on by. Dankeschön. I appreciate it. Today, I am checking out a band that is a legendary band out from Germany called Destruction with their latest album called Birth of Malice. A little bit about this band is that Destruction is a German thrash metal band that's been around since 1982 and are probably one of the biggest, if not, for sure, one of the biggest pioneers of thrash metal in Europe and Germany. And some people consider them to be part of the big four of like German or European thrash, including them, Kreator, Tankard, and Sodom. Those are like the big ones from the 80s, the big four from this area. And this band right here, Destruction, I never really knew about them until one of my friends on YouTube, Hector, the chill dude on the couch, reviewed them. And I was like, Destruction? Who's this band? I gotta check this out. I've never seen this before. And so they've been in the game for 40, almost 50 years. And my young self, I guess, just never got to see them. But yeah, hear them about them. But they're a thrash metal band based out of Germany, and they've been kicking butt for years. And so I was really interested to check out this latest album from them. On Birth of Malice, Destruction is delivering a very dense slab of thrashy metal that swings confidently between, speed-driven aggression and crushy, groovy, heavy stomper. The album kicks off with the song Birth of Malice, which has a very atmospheric acoustic sound to it, drenched in like rattlesnakes, shakes, eerie desert vibes, and just a very unsettling backdrop of voices and noises that bleeds really nicely into the next song, Destruction. And on this track, they kind of start things off with some really tight mid-tempo style riffing and some really precise drumming that sets the foundation for the track before things really explode and open up. And that explosion includes really sharp, tight, thrashy guitar riffs, cool dueling riffs, and some really high clean vocals that really cut through the mix. Even if the production is a little bit on the hollow side at times, it's a solid start to setting up like a very reliable and familiar tone throughout this album. So I'll play a quick snippet of Destruction for you. They're living up to their name. That's quite like pure Destruction. The album's strongest material is when Destruction really fully embraces their thrashy roots. Cyber warfare, no kings, no masters, and greed form a nice trifecta of like relentless energy here, and just bleeding with like ferocious riffs, rapid fire drumming, and hypnotic grooves that just make you want to headbang without even knowing it. Like you're just instinctively like headbanging along to these songs. So I want to play a clip of Cyber Warfare so you get a sense of just that intense thrashiness that they're doing here. That's good, clean thrash. And on these songs like Cyber Warfare, they add some nice glitchy digital effects to give the song a very modern feel, while they have razor sharp riffs and just really tight pacing on No Kings and No Masters. It really shows off the band's precision. And the song Greed kind of stands out because it has a very interesting groove and very direct, relevant lyrics that kind of channel like almost I would say an updated version of Megadeth in terms of style and groove, tackling themes of corruption, warfare, and just human decay without ever really sounding or trying to be like too fancy and too like, I guess, too high level in terms of like trying to get these points across. It's very direct. So I want to play a clip of Greed for you so you get a sense of just that Megadeth and like very direct lyrics they have here. Once you grow up and gain faith, it's just a total different game. You are your own best friend, walking the dead end. Success. they're just on it right now. They're doing really good. Across these tracks, they have some really massive choruses and very, I guess, soaring solos that really help elevate the energy, making it very clear that, Destruction, they know they know when to lock in and do it right when it counts. Across these tracks, they have some really massive choruses and very, I guess, soaring solos that really help elevate the energy, making it very clear that, Destruction, they know when to lock in and do it right when it counts. And when the band kind of leans into more slower, heavier grooves, like on tracks Scumbag, Human Race, God of Gore, Chains of Sorrow, and Evil Never Sleeps, the riffs kind of take on like a almost like obituary like weight. These songs chug forward with some real dominating power here, bolstering some really thick and chunky riffs, and also very subtle and strong bass line. And on these tracks, the drums kind of like pull back a little bit to let the riffs breathe a bit, so it gives the songs more of a hulking and like menacing feel. Although some of the solos aren't as sharp as they could be, notably on the song Chains of Sorrow, but the sheer groove and the overall locked-in performances from the band really carry the weight of the songs. And again, lyrically, these songs continue the whole reoccurring thing of corruption, decay, and just social rot. Very straightforward, but delivered with a lot of conviction. And Destruction kind of shakes things up a little bit with the song Angst, where the very bass-driven intro really gives the song a very slow and menacing feel, and the riffs have a very gritty feel to it. Similar to the vocals, quite gritty as well, and the backing vocals, or not backing vocals, but the backing effects feel like missiles are being launched into your ears. I will say this song though, the beginning of it has a bit of a slower pace to it, which, it feels like the band has lost their footing a little bit, but in the back end of the song, when they bring back the thrash, like feeling and everything, they feel more locked in and just, more natural. I would say the only real stumble on this album is the song Dealer of Death, because this song has a lot of very uninspiring riffs, flat choruses, and it just feels by the numbers in terms of its approach and feel, and so the track feels very repetitive and lazy compared to a lot of the other tracks on this album. Then everything wraps up on a high note with a good blistering cover Accept's song Fast as a Shark. Here, Destruction really tears through some really dense and chunky riffs and unleash some of the most tightest and most intense playing on the entire record. It's fast, it's heavy, and it absolutely rips, injecting a lot of fresh energy into a classic song, making it one of the most standout moments on this exciting album. Birth of Malice showcases Destruction's veteran chops and deep understanding of what makes thrashy metal tracks work. While it doesn't really reinvent the wheel, and it does suffer from a bit of safe, overall familiar structures, the album still delivers when it counts, and that is in the riff department, the energy, and the attitude. And when they're locked in, they are ferocious. This band is unstoppable. It's a solid and dependable thrash record with flashes of brilliance throughout this album and plenty of riffs to really make die-hard thrash fans very satisfied. And with my first experience with Destruction here, I was thoroughly impressed with just the energy, the overall feel of the band and everything. They were doing a really good job of showcasing their style of thrash after 40 years. They seem really locked in and they ain't losing a lot of their energy. So overall, I would give this album, Birth of Malice by Destruction, a good and solid 7.5 out of 10. Links down below. Tell me what you think about this album. And like always, bis später, meine Freunde. Ja, das ist gut.
Been thinking good things about you.